Alright guys, just a quick one before we get into this video. For some reason the audio is out of sync with the pictures on some of it. For some reason the audio started 3 seconds before the pictures. So if it is a bit of out of sync, hopefully it doesn't make much difference and you don't realise. But if there is points in the video where it doesn't match up, that is the reason why. But hopefully you do still enjoy this video. Thank you very much for tuning in and I hope you enjoy this episode. Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and to the final episode of Season 1. So this year we've had our interim job at 1860 München. It's been a poor season from us. We did start off really strong. If we go back to the start of the season, as you can see, the friendlies we didn't play, we came in after the friendlies. So we had no pre-season. We came straight in, picked up a 3-0 win in the league. We then beat a team from the league above. We went on a good unbeaten streak and was sitting right at the top of the table. We then played 4 games and lost all 4, including the 7-0 loss to bottom of the league. We then had a tough season and lots of losses with a few wins chucked in between. But overall, it's been a poor season, especially coming into the end. As you can see, only 2 wins there from quite a few games, probably 10-ish games. We did have 3 wins on the trot before that. As you saw in the last episode, we played Ulm again at home and we lost again. So, of course, end to the season, we did beat Regensburg, who was second, away from home and beat them 5-0. So this team's really hit and miss. We've had lots of injuries as well. Also, this game here, 4-3 we lost, but we was 3-2 up in a 92nd minute and ended up losing 4-3. So bad end to that game. We then beat Dortmund at home as well. But going into the final game of the season, we're playing Arminia Bielefeld. Let's see what the result was before. So we beat them 3-1 away from home in the reverse fixture. And let's have a look at the table. So we're sitting in 13th. We can finish anywhere. Arminia are 1 place above us in 12th. So of course a win does put us above them. We can finish as high as 9th, but of course that means a lot of results going our way. Probably 10th at the highest. We can drop down to 14th, so anywhere between 10th and 14th we could finish. We're not expecting to win today, but of course it doesn't really matter. Of course it would be nice to finish on a high at this club because it has been a very poor season, but of course it's only an interim job. So next year we will have a new club. Maybe in a different continent. Maybe we don't stick in Germany. Maybe we go across the seas and try and pick up one of the Champions Leagues in one of the more, say, easier countries. Then going straight into Europe and trying to pick up the big boy Champions League. So maybe we do go out to maybe Japan or the MLS, somewhere like that, and pick up that Champions League first. But we do score, but it's disallowed. I don't see why that was disallowed. And our opponents have returned with the goal. So as I say, next time we won't be going with the 3-back formation. I think that's been our big downfall this year. I've stuck with it just to see what it's like throughout the season. But it really hasn't paid off for us at all, going 3 at the back. I tried going all out for it at the start of the season. And it did work. For the first 5 to 10 games, it did work. We was up at the top of the table. But since then, we just keep on losing and can't beat the teams below us. And if you can't beat the teams below us, you're just going to keep dropping. We score again, but again, it's going to be offside. We've got not long left of this game now, so we're just going to make a few substitutions. Uwe Drago has probably been one of our best players. Been out injured as well a lot. Valued at 11 million, of course, on loan. Our best player, though, I'd probably say Stark. 200,000 only valued, but he's 33 years of age, but he's probably been our best player. But we did go without him for a long time as well. So we've suffered a lot with injuries, which hasn't helped us at all. Konato's played okay. Again, lots of injuries. You see a couple 10 ratings, picked up a couple hat-tricks this year. But overall, not the best season for us, which is very unfortunate. But we'll go again next year at a brand new club and hopefully have a different result to what we've had this year. If you guys are enjoying the series though, please leave a like on the video. Leave a comment as well, let me know that you're enjoying it. All the support on the videos really does help me push the channel as well and get more videos out for you guys. I'm trying to upload daily, so all the support is very much appreciated. The keeper really wants to go forward, doesn't he? Only the 80th minute though, so there's no rush yet. Of course, it's not a big game anyway. It's not a must win. It's not like we're going to win the title or promotion or anything like that. But a 1-0 loss to finish the season off, which pretty much is our whole season, just loss after loss. That game where we was 3-2 up in the 92nd minute and still ended up losing, that just summed up our whole season. So we finished the league in 13th place. Not a great finish at all. 13 points above the drop and quite a way off, 21 points off of playoffs in the end. So he did drop off big time, especially in the second half of the season, losing more than we actually won. So it's been a poor end to the season. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go through till the end of the season. We won't be keeping this job. We was only on an interim, and there's no way they are going to keep us on. So I'm going to go through until the club has kicked us out, basically. We've had a rubbish crop of youth players. Well, only 2 players now, both rubbish. So I'll both get released. So I'm going to go on through until, obviously, we get kicked out of this club and we try and find a new job ready for next season. And if we don't, then I'll catch you next season. We might not even get a job straight away. We might be halfway through the season before we do get a job. But we'll catch up to you then when we know what is happening next. Okay, guys, so we have left our role as the 1860 München manager. And I've been going on holiday, applying for clubs. We've had quite a few offers. We've had some in the South African First Division, so the second division in South Africa, which was quite tempting. I've also had quite a few from the J2 and J3 league. So 3 divisions in Japan. J2 league is where we're getting quite a few offers from. So their season has finished. I did get an offer from Akita, who are in 14th. We've had one from Yamaguchi, who are in 17th, but they still had a couple of games to play, and both teams were up for relegation. And of course, I didn't want to join a club with 2 games left, not knowing the team. And I did have a look through the squads. They both had quite old squads and not many valuable players. It wasn't the best teams, and I didn't want to go into those clubs with not many players at all to work with, if any, and then get relegated to the J3 league. But we have got this offer from Kanazawa, also in the J2 league, and they finished in 13th. So they are remaining in this division for the next season. Now, as you can see, we're in November, so the Japanese leagues must be different timescale to, say, the European leagues. So they have just finished their season. So if we do come in now, it gives us time over their break to rebuild the squad. And if we have a look at the squad as well, compared to the other teams, we've got quite some valuable players. So 600,000 this player is worth, which is a lot for the Japanese second division. It's only 23 years of age and a striker. Even our next valuable player at 250 is another striker, a Brazilian. And our third most valuable, again, attacker, 110,000. Still quite young, 25 years of age, 24. So it is a very young squad, all in the 20s, as you can see. If we go across to age, quite a young squad, all young 20s. Only 5 players above the age of 30, where if we have a look at the Atika squad, as you can see, most of the players are 30 plus. There's even a 41-year-old, and if we have a look at the other squad, there's a 43-year-old in there. Quite an old squad, with the best players being loaned players. So I think we're going to take this Kanazawa job. Looks like a half-decent team, something we can work with. If we have a look at their current squad, they're going with the 3-4-3, which of course we are going to change. I'm not going to play with the 3 back again. But J2 League, so they're in the second division, which is a move up from the third division. Of course, it is over in Japan. So we're not going to be in the bottom division at least. We're skipping J3. We're going into J2. So I think I'll take this role as Kanazawa manager. They've only got 35,000 transfer budget. But if we do flog on one of those big players, we'll have a big transfer budget to spend. They are currently over their wage total as well. But we're about to tick over to a new season. So maybe they'll give us some money to spend. But if we just build up and bring in some free players, then possibly we can get this team to settle in this division and maybe push on for promotion in the coming years. But this is our squad, so let's have a look at it. Loads of downwards reds, which is not good. So it could do with pace, passing, not as comfortable on the ball, team lacks ability to spot passes, wrong decisions, lacking depth in every key position, limited transfer funds, currently over the wage total bill, transfer facilities are below, youth facilities are low, one of the worst defensive records, and top scorer has 10 goals. If we look at the positives, top creator has 9 assists, one of the youngest sides, which is a positive, and morale is good. So this is the squad that we are going into our second season with. So we are at Kanazawa in the J2 League. And if we have a look at our coach report, we have 3.5-star players, couple of strikers, a centre-back as well, which is important. Of course, to have that solid defence, only 24 years of age as well, so he could be a very important player to us. Hopefully we keep hold of him. We'll just put him on not for sale straight away, because there is a team already interested. So we'll do our best to maintain the best players. Is there any high potentials? A few 4.5 stars, not much great. Let's have a look at the reserves. Not anything in the reserves really either. So what I'm going to do, let's have a look. Does it show us the transfer windows? Transfer window opens. So transfer window is open now. 20th of the 1st, 2025, and closes on the 26th of the 3rd. How does that work then? It's saying it's opens in 8 weeks. I thought it was saying it was open for 8 weeks. So we've got 8 weeks until the transfer window. So it's just the usual 20th of January till the 26th of March. Quite a long transfer window. Of course, it has come to the end of the Japanese season. So I'm going to work through the team, see which players we're going to keep on and which players we're going to release. Financially, they are over the wage budget, 2.7 thousand, only a 36,000 transfer budget. But of course, we will play about with our players, have a look at which ones we're going to release, which ones we're going to sell, and try and bring some free players in as well. Our most valuable player, 600,000, he's only got 2 stars rating and 2-star potential as well, so he might be one that we flog on. Only scored 3 goals in 50 games over the last 2 seasons, so we might sell this player. Doesn't have the best stats either, but if we get around, even if we got a few 100,000 for him, that's some good money that we can put towards rebuilding this squad. So I think he's one that we will sell on. This player here, Bayano, quite a good player by the looks of it. Scored 11 goals, top scorer this year. But I think he does, wants to play in the first division. No interest in learning Japanese, so he might be one that would be difficult to keep hold of. But if we are able to keep hold of him, could be a good striker for us. And if we sell this guy for a few 100,000, then we can rebuild the rest of the squad. But I'm going to have a play around with the team. And next episode, you'll see what I have done, who we have brung in, who we have sold, and we'll have a look at what the squad looks like then. But this is the team it's got. It's using my formation that I used last year, but this is going to change. We are not running this formation ever again. I'm going to go to 4 at the back, keep it simple, maybe go 4-3-3, because I think there's a few good wingers in here as well that I saw. So that is the end of the episode, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another episode where we will start in the Asian division, in the Asian continent, in the Japanese second division with a brand new club. So I'll see you all tomorrow for that.